Welcome back to Caravan's Tips and Mods. This week we're going to talk about D-shackles and Anderson plug retainers. The thing about caravanning is that every time you come to a campsite and you want to use the car and not pull the van along, you're going to have to unhitch and then after that hitch up again. For most people, hitching up the chain to the van is usually through a D-shackle like this. This is a typical D-shackle, and you've got to make sure that the bolt is tight enough so that it doesn't vibrate loose. And the thing is, if you make it tight enough, usually when you want to undo it, you're going to need a plier or a spanner or a D-shackle key to undo it. If you don't make it tight enough, then what happens is vibration will cause the bolt to unscrew itself. So I realized that if I could stop the bolt from vibrating, all I gotta do is hand tight and it won't come loose. So I had to come up with a way to do it. What I have done is use something really simple to stop the bolt from vibrating loose and yet make it easy enough that you can just take it off without a plier, spanner or a shackle key. Now, to stop the D-shackle bolt from coming loose, I used something really simple. I just got myself a bungee cord and I made a little loop with it. To attach the chain to the car, nearly everyone uses a D-shackle. I know that there are some hooks that you can use now. I haven't gotten myself a set, even though that is something that I am considering. It would just make hitching up the car a lot quicker. I also suggest that if you are going to unhitch, that you don't leave your D-shackle with the chain, because that makes it a lot easier for someone to steal your caravan. All they have to do is to lift the front of the van high enough with the chain and they can still tow it away. So I suggest if you're going to unhitch, remove the D-shackle and keep it in the car. So what we do generally is when we attach the chain to the chain anchor point, we put the D-shackle through and put it to the attachment point. You don't have to make it too tight. Then you take the bungee cord, put it from one bolt or pin to the other, and that provides sufficient tension to stop them from vibrating. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just telling you what I do to stop my D-shackles from coming loose. We started traveling about 12 months ago, and I think it was about a month and a half in that I got so fed up with having to get a spanner or plier to remove the D-shackle that I came up with this idea, and it's worked for me since. The bungee cord that I'm using is the same one that I started using about 10 and a half, 11 months ago, and I gotta say, this has worked for me. One of the other issues that most caravanners will face at some stage is an Anderson plug coming loose. And this is often because the plug used is not an original Anderson plug, as in the one that's used over here by the caravan manufacturer. And an original Anderson plug doesn't come out easily. It takes quite a bit of effort to pull it out. Now, because we were on the road when I discovered all of this, what I did was I took the easiest way out and I went ahead and ordered myself a Wales clip. It simply bolts on to any Anderson type plug. There is a little clip. When you put the plugs together, they lock into place and they don't come out. And this has now worked really well, even when we've done some pretty severe off-grid work.